Welcome back to my 4 or 5 part series. I don't know. I am calling it that, but I am because I am technically recording all this at one time, but I'm editing this and uploading it as separate videos. So, yeah, let's just get into it. So the next and last prompt that I'm doing is quirky student. Here's the thing. I don't know what quirky or how you define quirky. I look it up and I Google it and I look up images, and it is subjective because even the images they show that was quirky student didn't look very quirky to me. I didn't understand. So I'm just going to draw someone fun and as a student, I guess. And if you see my unboxing, because I did upload that one, I bought my second unboxing. I bought some new supplies, including, ooh, there's the water right in the bottom. Inks. 2 inks, 3, well, a couple inks. I bought 9, I think. Yeah, 9 inks. 11 inks. These 3 are the ones I'm gonna be using today. And along with this old ink I had for a while. Higgins brown ink. And because doing that because I think I said it earlier or in a previous video in the series, not technically not a series, I mentioned that I tried out these inks because these are water-based inks that if I apply water over it, it will spread. And yeah, so I messed up a little bit because I wasn't used to, not only used to, I wasn't expecting, some of it was very hard to use or manage. So I want to do a redo or do-over, I guess you want to call it, of using these art supplies. These I didn't work close, not this one, just these right here, this one. And the prompt word I'm using is quirky student. And as I said, I don't know what qualifies as a quirky student. So I'm just drawing something I want to draw. And it'll be a student, I don't know, with glasses. And I'm going to do male since I did 2 females. And I'm just coming up with a spot and a spot. Hair, crazy hair. It's definitely male. Maybe a sweater with buttons on it, like a bunch of buttons. Then, since the colors I have is purple, black, and, well, purple, pink, magenta. Hopefully I get more sparkles this time around too. That's the only thing that also let me down. It's supposed to be shimmer ink. Does that look shimmery to you? Anywho. So maybe leggings and shoes. I'm using these 4 inks, so something with these 4 inks in a backpack, so. The students. And I'll take up the whole page.
So I just want to apologize to all you guys who made it this far. I am not great at describing things. What I meant by it's water inks is all inks are liquidy, so it could be watery. But what I'm trying to say was that there's more watercolor based inks that when you apply either more ink or water on top of it, it will bleed or it will spread. That's what I meant. So it makes a difference because it's not waterproof. Basically, the ink sets what's in the small box are not waterproof. Like if again apply more ink or whatever on it, it would bleed. So what I'm trying to do now is trying to test out how this student will look overall and trying to test out inks. And this time around, I have to shake it very, very well to get that shimmer. It is very shimmery and I am very happy with that. That is what I wanted the first time around. So it looks very cute. Just a note.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick to my first sketch, which is the only sketch I did, thumbnail I did. I don't want to think too hard about it. Just want to do a really quick run through sketch. It's mostly about trying these and reworking these. These. This one I'm used to. And I'm just, no, I don't want to think about this, but don't think too hard about the sketch and drawing process. I want to just let loose. So I'm just going to quickly sketch it. Then color. Then I don't know. What did I do with this one? Did I use color pencils? I'm going to get color pencils. I did color pencils. Okay. Alright, take two. I got the color pencils now. So, ooh. Quick sketch. Then drawing. Then, I don't know. You probably can't see this because this is like really, really light. I'm using cream color. But please forgive me. I also have a dark color, so I'm going to redraw it in dark color. So my battery is telling me it's about to die, so hopefully I could get through this before it does.
So first off, I want to apologize if my camera was, I didn't realize until now, after now watching and recording and editing this, that my camera was going in and out blurry. I apologize. And also, I want to talk about these inks, and this time around using it, I think the most frustrating part was the recording because it kept dying. So I had to quickly color a section, then stop, let my battery charge, and then come back. But I think that's all. That whole process also made it easier to use the inks. Because the first time I use the inks, I just want to say, it's very important that you shake very, very well, because the ink that I'm using, one of the inks I'm using, not the Higgins Dollar Raleigh Aquafine watercolor ink, can be very, very thick if you don't mix it very well. And that's was the problem I had the first time I used it. It was very thick. It was very hard to move around on the frosted paper, and it was also the first time I used it, and I realized that. I was like, oh no, this is not working well. This is not going how I wanted to. It's just like pushing things around. It was like mush. I don't know, like pushing around mashed potatoes on paper and hoping it will sit and dry. And it took a very long time to dry because it was just sitting there. This time around, I had better usage of it, and it worked very well. And it wasn't like sitting just on top of the paper waiting to dry. And so it dried very well and very evenly as I wanted to. Basically, I had more control over the ink, which is very important to me. And it also mixed better with the brown this time around than the first time around too, because again, that mushiness was not helping my case at all, and it made it very hard to use that ink. And as you can see, it is very distracting seeing that blur from my camera, and I really sincerely apologize for it. Yeah, so now I'm using the shimmerings and like the Aquafine to get that shimmer. That shake very, very, very well. Also, if you water it down, you lose the shimmer. But to get the shade, I still had to water it down. But when I wanted to go straight black, I just went straight black, so just to get that little bit of shimmer onto my final illustration. And I was hoping to get an even coat, but I keep realizing, because I'm switching to these brushes, I'm using the wrong brush, because that other brush, although it holds water better than the Princeton one I'm using right now, it's very skinny and took very long to dry to color a big area. So it wasn't completely flat color, but the shade worked in my favor. The shading worked in my favor. Also, this is the one that bleeds, ink that bleeds a lot. So it helps that the ink is completely dry underneath. So when you put ink on top of it, it doesn't bleed as much. I mean, you'll still see a little bleeding, and I'll show you the end where it bleeds. And I don't think it's with the black. But again, now it's dropping to the purple, magenta, pink color. I have no idea what color it is. It's called Frosted Berry. That's all I know. And it's also one of the shimmer inks. And like I said before, I'm running on repeat. Watered down doesn't help. But as I said, it does help to have it completely dry. And I do like the color and how it came out. Could it be better? Maybe. But for what it is, it works. And I was so nervous applying all these colors on top of each other. It would be too close, but it works in the end.
Okay, this is it. It has been a very frustrating recording session. More so than with the materials. It did bleed like I expected, but since it's here, it worked. And I like this much better than the other one, the first time around with these inks. And there's my quirky student. What do you think? Quirky-ish? I think it's cute. I really like the colors. So I like the colors second time around, and let's just see if I can get it one more time. Shimmer. Can you see it? Alright, so that's it for today or this evening. Thank you. Bye.